It is what feels like -10 in there. That's my cold shower. This is my vlog. It's about 4:40 in the morning. Welcome to my Wednesday. I flicked the fires on because literally today it is 1 degree. It is seriously cold here. These are the supplements I take. Start off with, oh man, a quick shot of apple cider vinegar. These are the supplements. Armor Force to keep everything up. Multi-gest enzymes, good gut biome, some super fish tablets. Vitamin D3, I'm a big fan of vitamin D3. This first thing. Oh God. I've been drinking bulletproof coffees for, where are we, 2018. I reckon since about 2012, and I'll have one probably average of 6 out of 7 days. A bulletproof, or some form of, a bulletproof coffee is, let's take you through it. With 2 long blacks. This is bulletproof brain octane oil. I'll then get butter. This is great. I like to have butter from the market, but this stuff is great. This is grass-fed organic dairy cow butter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first 500 calories of the day. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. I suppose brain operation of the day, besides getting in that cold shower, is write down 3 things I'm grateful for. So I'll write down 1, 2, 3, 5 times down the side of the page, and the first 1, 2, 3 are the things that I'm grateful for. I try and think more than that. I try and think the little things in life. I try and think about. I'm really thankful and grateful for a couple of members of my team who made me feel really good yesterday. Gave me a really nice. What is going to make today magnificent? I'm going to have fun doing my blog. I've got a couple of big client meetings today, so I need to be elite. And then get home in good time to see my family. And the third 3 things are my affirmations, what I am. I've got to remember these things. I'll revisit this before I go upstairs tonight to bed. And the 3 things I write first before I go to bed are what made today magnificent. Really the things that I need to learn from today. His bed is there. He likes to sit there. I love him. So I think I just heard something. I'm gonna run upstairs. I'm so excited. I have my little angel. Just woken up. She's not much of a morning person. So this is Faith. My little beautiful dumpling. She's 6 months old now, aren't you? And you're just an absolute angel. Ready? Oh, it is fresh. It is, I think it's getting colder. Yes, I'm on the road a little bit later than normal today, but sometimes life gets in your way, and sometimes I've got a lot of love that I need to give to my daughter, and I try and walk around the house really heavy-footed, so I wake her up. Just don't tell my wife that though, because our bloody
specialist said never wake a sleeping child, and that's the one piece of advice Courtney's ever taken from anybody, and she's taken it seriously. Never wake a sleeping child. That guy, I love him, but I hate him just for that. I want to wake her. I want to give her my love. I want to see her in the mornings, and I do. So I just spent a nice 20 minutes, half an hour or so with her in the morning, and it just makes me full of love, and now I just can't wait to see her again at some stage later on today. So on the way to the gym, why, might you ask, I start my day with a cold shower, and I'll tell you why, because it's the worst part of my day. I think I came out of the shower this morning about 4:40, 4:42, something like that, and honestly, this morning was difficult. My bathroom, my house is fairly cold, it's big and drafty. I stood in my bath, or in my spare room bath, which is where I get shipped out to these days, just looking at the shower head. It's one of these big shower heads, and I just need to pull that button and all this horrible cold water comes out. That mental decision to do something that I genuinely don't want to do. I genuinely don't like it. But once I come out of that shower, firstly, I'm awake, because I'm not a morning person. I drag myself out of bed every day. Firstly, I'm awake, and I'm just, which way did he go? I'm ready. Secondly, it's something mentally that I didn't want to do that I have now accomplished. That is the real key part of jumping into a bag of ice, or might be jumping into a cold swimming pool, or jumping into the sea, or jumping into a cold shower, whatever it is. I have accomplished something that I genuinely, dead set, do not want to do, and I've done it. So the first time I get across something in the day where I don't know, I might have some difficulty with one of the banks, or I might have some difficulty, I might have some bad news, or I might not want to go and do a squat session that I'm about to go and do now. I've already done something I don't want to do. I've accomplished it, I've set my mind to it, and I've ticked off the box. Everything else from there is downhill. That's the worst part of my day, and it's 4:40 in the morning. It's a pretty cool way of looking at things. The worst part of my day is at 4:40 in the morning. Done. The rest of the day is downhill. So Bulletproof Coffee, worked a couple of hours. I've probably knocked off 24, 25 emails, I think, this morning. And I've just noticed that a couple of them are just beginning to start coming back to me now. It's 7:30. I feel like I've done half a day. And in those 2 hours, I'm a strong believer that you've got to work when it's efficient for you. And during the day, I might, if I spend a whole day in the office, I will probably knock off about the same amount of work as I have just done, or the same amount of paperwork, admin, follow-up, as I've just done in those 2 hours. That 2 hours is so laser focused. It is just remarkable. Once, if you set your mind to something, and I just remove all distractions, including all people, at 5 till 7 in the morning, it's amazing how much work you can do. Robin Sharma calls it a total bubble of, I don't know what he calls it, it's a total bubble of something or other, and that's how I feel. I'm in this bubble, I'm in this mindset, I'm just smashing out all sorts, and it's just a joy. It's just a joy. I've taken you through most of it now, so we'll go to the gym now. What's that? That's 7 sets. 7 sets. 20 minutes. For those of you who don't say you don't have time. Superset every 2 minutes, 10 times. I'm cooked already. I've got another 6 minutes of this. There's always time if you want it. It's magic. Done quite a lot today, and now look at that view. Just turn the camera around. That is what we look out to. Have a look at that Port Phillip Bay from South Pacific Health Club here in Port Melbourne. What a view. I love it. We've achieved quite a lot this morning already. Another thing we've achieved is being off the road during rush hour. All right, so we've done gym. We're in the office. We've had a little debrief. We're working on what's happening for the next period of time. We're heading over to Europe very soon, so we're just planning that. We've got a couple of deals that we just massaged through. We said hey to Cara and Josh over there. It's very quiet in here today. Toby's got the nice Norwegian background YouTube. And I've just got my 10 o'clock. He's a great friend of mine. I can hear him.
Sasha's here, look.
Sash is here. I've just sent you a text. Sash, come in. Sash, cheers, Evan. Going to be out on the road for a little bit of time now. What have we got? I've got to pop into my accountant, have a quick meeting with him, make sure the numbers are all looking good, and then we're going from there to another client in Richmond. On the way, we'll do a bit more content work, a bit of Q&A, make the most of this time, hacking time, dual activities going on all the time. So you'll notice the roof's down. It is above the threshold. What's the temperature? It's 13 degrees, but it's winter, so it's okay. It's lovely. Anyway, today I've picked a few different client meetings and really cool, fun stuff. So I'm invigorated. But what does this mean? I do a lot of work from home in the morning, from the office, and in terms of dollar value, I can probably be more profitable by sitting in front of my office and churning. The rest of the guys around me churning. But there is a lot to be said, there's a lot to be said though. A lot, especially in what I do, which is pure relationships, for going out and saying hello. That's what I'm doing today. There is nothing that will beat my client just seeing me and saying, Luke, your hair looks bloody stupid, when are you getting a haircut? That is the gold right there. I don't care what, all these different experiences, nothing will beat him taking the mickey out of me just there. Nothing would add more value to our relationship than just having a laugh, a genuine laugh. So I always find during the afternoon, as other people's energies go downhill, mine goes up and up and up. Partly because I'm hydrated as hell every day, which helps, but most importantly is I am driving now to see my little angel Faithy. It is nearly that time of day. I've probably got a couple of things to do, just wrap up very quickly, and then so it's 20 to 5 now. I've probably got a couple of calls still to make, a couple of emails when I get home, after a little kiss and a cuddle, and then I'm normally unapologetically unavailable for a period of time there, where the phone goes on silent, the computer, often I'll leave the computer in the car, the laptop in the car, and sometimes the phone in the car. I just love having my completely disconnected time with Faith every single day. It's so nice. It's something I couldn't imagine not having. I feel so fortunate to be able to hold her, and it's just lovely. Little Faithy's back. Mwah! Look how cute she is. Mum's dressed her up today for her. All of your friends came over today, didn't they? Did they? Did all of your friends come? Were we okay?
No, I'm hiding out.
No, she's had it.
Hiding out.
And this is my absolute favourite time of my day. Every day around 6:30, somewhere in there, Faithy just fancies daddy-daughter bath time, and it is just absolutely magnificent. What's happening, Faithy? What's going on? Oh, she wants the camera. There's not normally anyone else in here. As per this morning, I'm going to reach over and grab this bad boy. And I will do this once I've finished and almost given myself permission to go upstairs and sort of really relax and turn off again. What are the things I need to do tonight? 3 things that made today magnificent. 3 things to learn from today. This is my evaluation point where I go through the day and just sort of spend a bit of time thinking and being present and working on myself. Really important. So today we didn't become the richest man in the world. Today I didn't win the Father of the Universe or the Husband of the Year award, except we did push really hard and take another step towards all 3. And the great thing is that tomorrow morning I get to wake up and push all over again and again and again. And that's the joy. As I've said before, it's no fun if you take a fat loss pill or a lottery win. I'm sure it would be for many, and people would say I'm crazy for saying this, but the journey to get there and the self-fulfilling development you go through in all areas, personal, business, family, that's where the gold is. Tomorrow I'll wake up. Hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow's going to be fun as well. Take care.